The party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command. George Orwell, 1984.
All right, everyone. This is Andy and Merlin. We are all going to die. Make sure you to subscribe, hit the like button, leave some comments, hit the bell button if you want to be notified of any videos we post up here. Anyway, Andy, it's been a long time since we've done a We Are All Going to Die. We've had a lot of stuff been doing. I know you've been looking for work, grabbing work. Happy New Year, brother, to you.
I'm excited that it is 2026. I had a bad 2025 and I'm done with it.
Hey, they're freaks. It's time again. Andy and Merlin, your cursed best friends. Flames rise high. Don't even try. 'Cause we're all gonna
We haven't done We Are All Doc because we've done a lot of experimenting on the Weed the People videos where we have tortured the hell of ourselves, getting really high and then forcing us like some kind of sadomasochist we are of watching 2 hours of Donald Trump just speak randomly and endlessly and incoherently. Right, Andy?
Right. Yeah. It's been nuts.
I know, but we got a lot of good response on it, so we'll have to do some more. But we got to find some good ones. You know, he did a good one this week too. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you some highlights right now from his speech the other day. You want to see that right now, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We're also going to talk about, of course, the shooting of Minnesota. Okay, that's topic number one. We'll do that in the clip, and then we're going to talk. There's so much that's happened in 1 week. Just imagine this time last week. They invaded Venezuela and kidnapped Maduro. And that's been a lot of drama. Now I've got a shooting, a killing of an innocent woman. Lots of drama on that one too. So much gaslighting on all of this stuff. It's insane. Things happening in the Senate, the Congress. Congress is narrowing down. There was another shooting today. We don't know much about it. 2 people were shot. I think they're okay. I'm not sure. This is in Portland, Oregon. That was tonight, so we'll know more probably tomorrow.
Part of like a protest, like an ICE thing, or was it like a school shooting?
No,
kids.
Nobody knows what was happening.
Oh, really?
So we'll talk about that, and then we'll just talk about what happened today and yesterday in the Senate and Congress. The Senate rebuked Trump having so much war power, and he's really pissed.
That's good. Well, that's good.
Also, they increased the DACA to Obamacare for subsidies for 2 more years. Congress did.
Oh, they approved that. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
And then those poor vetoes that Trump just did. I guess one was about the Native Americans in Florida owning more land. That didn't work out too well in Congress, even though they all voted for it the last time until Trump vetoed it. So what was looking good, that didn't look good. And then, of course, Laura Boebert's policy she was working on with the Clean Water in Colorado program that had gotten voted for and went passed through Senate sweeping both of those. And then it got vetoed by Trump, and then it had to go back to Congress. And, of course, it didn't get enough votes. Got less votes than the first time, which doesn't make any sense.
Trump literally is going to be in like 100 years. He's going to be like a huge study of like what is wrong with this guy. Even with like I heard that the veto of that water bill for California was because Boebert was a sponsor.
I mean,
like he just hates her. So like he
hates women. That's exactly why he doesn't want the what's her name, Machado, to be the president of Venezuela.
Yeah.
Because she's a woman and she won the Nobel Peace Prize. He'll never get over that. He has so much arrogance and narcissism that he can't take the fact, no matter how nice she is to him, that she has the award.
Yeah, he is the craziest dude on the planet.
And then he just said that he doesn't think she's strong enough to be president. So he would just rather give it back to
Maduro.
Maduro, yeah.
He said that he would rather give it back to him.
Well, dude, I don't know. It's just, I mean, who knows? I mean, the vice president, and right now you heard that the main reason they put in the courts and they were using against Maduro the best defense, the prosecution was that he ran a drug cartel.
Yeah.
And now that those charges have been dropped.
So what charges are left?
I don't even know, dude.
Oh,
that was the main one because they said he ran some cartel, something soulless or something. But it was just the terminology that the civilians call the government. It's not a gang or a cartel or anything like that. It's the sons that generals and military wear on their uniforms instead of, like here in America, they wear stars, and military officers in Venezuela wear suns. So they're like, dude, there's no such thing as this cartel.
Yeah, I'm looking up his charges right now.
Okay, got it?
Yeah, but I gotta refine this.
Okay.
Some charge dropped the claim that Nicolas Maduro led a formal drug cartel known as Cartel de los Soles.
Right. But that was the nickname civilians people gave the government. Not a cartel.
Now that I'm a worldwide traveler,
yeah,
I've learned that there's not really a cultural divide between countries. Like, it's easy to get over that when you're traveling. Yeah. It's language. Language is the great barrier.
Right.
Like anybody, like if you listen to AOC say a Latino name,
right,
she has the accent of actual like Spanish accent,
right,
and MAGA hates that.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, yeah.
They hate when Latinos roll their R's.
Just doing that in the proper way, they hate it. They can't handle it.
It sounds a lot sexier than that New York accent Trump has, or whatever. So anyway, let's start off with the program with Trump's speech, and then we'll go after this and talk about the shootings. Okay.
Okay.
And you see, I want to be more, but I have somebody watching. And I think their broadcast, we said we don't care if the press comes or not. So when I say that, that means that they're broadcasting all this, and I'm letting my feelings out. And now what they do, the radical left, they actually have people, and it's hard to get them. They're all paid people. Most of these people are paid. They're paid when they have brand new, beautiful printed signs by like the highest quality printer, and you have a woman, free Maduro, and the sign is before we even did the attack. Free Maduro. Why do you want him freed? I don't know, but he should be free. Oh, she reads a sign.
Free Maduro.
Well, that's what I believe.
Did you see before this? Like who exactly is he talking about? We should all have
quality signage like that.
Venezuela.
One thing I want that sign maker. The guy is great.
Probably American.
He does beautiful signage.
Okay.
The old days was better when they used to write out their own sign, wasn't it? They'd make a sign in the
basement. He's always obsessed with
an old broken
thing.
board.
He's always obsessed about protester signs that are against him. Same with Soros and all that crap.
But today, when you have that yellow and black, they should use different colors a little bit. But the yellow is a beautiful shade of yellow.
It's like the golden.
I want to find out who that is. I want him to work for the Republican campaign. He's much better than our guy, whoever the guy is. I want to thank another guy who's as tough as they come, because he went through something that none of us have gone through. I went through a little shot, but I get that throbbing feeling every once in a while. But what he went through was incredible. And that Steve Scalise, he got hit hard. Where's Steve? Steve. He's a tough cookie. He was dead. I went to the hospital. His wife was crying so much. He was a mess. Oh, yeah,
hilarious.
She loves you. That's the only thing I learned about Steve, that he has a wife who loves him. Because I've gone to hospitals where guys are in bad shape, and the wife couldn't care less. She's waiting. Yeah. She's looking for the next guy. Who's the next guy down the pike?
Exactly.
The next guy. He's died. I said, it's so bad. Oh, yeah. I had one where the dog died and the husband died at the same time. I said, it's so sad. Yes, I love this dog so much. She couldn't give it, and the guy left her a fortune. Can you imagine? I shouldn't have left her anything, but she was much more concerned. It's true. Oh, the dog was devastated. The husband, he was like an afterthought. Your wife loves you, Steve. She's a great wife. Another one who has a great wife, Jackie, is Tom Emmer, right? Look at you. You have a great wife, but you haven't been tested like these guys. You haven't. We don't want to test her, right?
We can test her on our final exam.
She's a strong, beautiful, great person.
Well, he's the only one that can pass.
Actually liked me at the beginning.
He's a nice piece of ass. I might take you home.
We weren't even having fights. We just didn't know each other. We didn't know each other. And I heard he said something negative about me. He was sort of right about the subject, but you're not supposed to say ever, even though you're right. But Jackie was saying, I'm telling you, he's a great guy. He's good. He's going to be a great president, blah, blah, blah. She was fighting for me. And now I love this guy. He's great. Jackie's right about, she was right about both of us, I think, right? We can't let them forget. They did such a great job on the border. By the way, Venezuela, everyone, they're marching in the streets. They love it, except in New York. I mean, where they find these people? These people, and they're not like, these people are a mess. I know it's not nice to say that. These people are a mess. Where do they find these people? They're the worst looking people I've ever seen. They really.
Oh, you should look in the mirror, buddy.
They got hair, they're all frayed and all.
God.
They're all
Does he look? Do they look better than him and Lindsey
know what
Graham?
they're talking. When the reporters don't interview him because they know.
Don't even get me started on Lindsey Graham.
So anti. It's hard to believe the press could be so anti.
You know what Lindsey Graham reminds me of? That character on Eastbound and Down.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Which one?
We're all common sense people.
That was the one.
It's not even conservative. It's common sense.
That followed Danny around. I was obsessed with him.
No credibility.
His little sidekick.
Yeah, that was like Lindsey Graham.
What was his name?
Men and women's sports. Men and women's sports.
What?
And they fight like hell for it. They still are. I saw the other day a person that
these people are obsessed more about LGBTQ community.
And, I was
they think more about the LGBTQ community than my own LGBTQ friends about other LGBTQ people.
I know, it's out of control. They're obsessed with
transgender people. I've never seen. I have transgender friends. I've never seen this obsessed over transgender people.
And if they were playing football together, he wouldn't even have to run. He could just keep walking. They couldn't take him down. He can't even believe it. But there's so many. They had a race, a long distance race. They had champion men, women. One of those marathon deals.
Oh, his name was Stevie.
And finished.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Stevie.
14 minutes.
Stevie is based on Lindsey Graham.
He beat the champion woman by 5 hours. It's so demeaning to women. It's so ridiculous, right? It's so ridiculous. The weightlifting. Take a look at the weightlifting records.
Oh, God. Here we go. It's always recycled. It's the same recycled bullshit.
18 years.
Like Gallagher. Might as well bring a watermelon out.
Pounds. They couldn't get 1/8 of an ounce, They'd put 1/8 of an ounce on. Then she's going to break the record for her mom who's sitting in the front with her father. I'm going to break it. And she's out there. We're adding 1/8 of an ounce to each side. This record has stood, ladies and gentlemen, for 18 years.
You think Trump's even benched ever in his life?
She's
going
to get into the Olympics, right? And she gets up and they put a little tiny thing like this, little
tiny thing.
And
called his penis.
My wife, by the way, hates when I do this.
Yeah, I don't want
she's
everything you do.
Classy person, right? She said, it's so unpresidential.
It is.
I said, but I did become president. She hates when I dance. I said, everybody wants me to
his audience is getting too old of these jokes. They're so recycled, they're tired of laughing at them.
She actually said,
they got to be at this point. Like
it's like us. Imagine us listening to this stuff when we're stoned. These people have to listen to it sober every single time.
She doesn't know.
God, it must be. It's like literally
because
torture.
He was an elegant fellow, even as a Democrat, right? He was the attack by Japan. He was quite elegant, but he wouldn't be doing this. But nor would too many others. But she says, darling, please, the weightlifting is terrible. And I have to say this, the dancing they really like. She said, they don't like it, they're just being nice to you. I said, that's not right. The place goes crazy. They're screaming, dance, please.
That's why he had to go.
I do love his
And you see,
dance.
Okay.
I want to be more.
I
but
think
have
it
somebody
maybe
watch it.
like it seems like it's probably the
wanna be
same
more
move he does when
effusive.
he's blowing Bubba.
I want to really.
Sure. Whoa, look at that one.
But she gets it, and drops the thing, walks off the stage crying. Her mother's crying, her father's crying. Guy gets up. He said, "Have you lifted before?" A little bit. And he walks up.
When did this happen?
Ding. He could have gone ding, 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 ding.
His story, who
I
knows?
think it was
Probably
112
it
pounds.
happened
Did this
It's
actually was this an event that actually happened?
With a beautiful
only in his head
boxer,
right
good
now.
boxing now. And then they have a young gentleman who transitioned. He was a very good boxer, but he wanted to be a woman, which is, to each his own, because I want to be very liberal when it comes to these subjects. I'm trying to get that vote. It's not an easy vote to get. It's very tough for me to get it. But he transitioned.
Oh God.
And he transitioned. And the girl was a champion boxer from Italy, remember? She got up, first round. He hit her, boom, with a left. A left, for those, everybody here knows about. But a left, Lisa knows better than anybody. But a left is defense. He goes, boom. She's like, oh my God. She walked to the corner, remember?
Why is he
She didn't
like?
go down.
Is this a
She
boxing
did
class?
everything
Like,
else
what
well.
is he talking
She
about?
said, I've never been hit like
He's
that
like speaking
before.
from I think like
go
the
out again.
senators or something like
You
that.
can do it. You can do it. Bang. She walked off. She said,
He's
"That's
talking
it."
to other
He happened to
politicians
win the gold medal.
at the Senate, I believe.
Young woman.
Oh my God!
He won the gold medal. There were two
Yeah.
transition people. They
This is
both
what they
won
have to
gold
hear
medals.
again.
The whole thing
It's insanity.
ridiculous. You have policy on your side. They don't have policy.
Oh,
on
is that
your
the
side, right? You
the
have
40
policy.
chefs?
And I saw this guy fighting
Yeah,
like
policy.
hell. The swimming records is ridiculous when you look at the swimming, any records. It's crazy. And it's
How about your buddy Caitlin?
But I said to the friends, I call him,
Whatever
Yeah.
happened
as
to
an example.
whatever
Said
happened to
she-
him? I mean, her.
He's a nice guy.
She had visited
Emmanuel.
her just a month or two ago at Mar-a-Lago and got to use the women's restrooms
I love the
like every other woman.
Emmanuel.
Oh, that was okay.
I
Yeah,
said,
Yeah,
"Listen, you
it's
think
okay
you
if a
have
6'6"
to raise your
woman goes
expenses
in.
a little bit because
yeah.
we're
It's all a
paying
show.
I
Like,
know.
literally,
14
I don't
times
think
more
Trump
than you.
really believes half of what he
It's a
says.
lot,
No, you
right?
care
We're
less.
paying numbers. In other
He's
words,
just
we're
being
making
pulled by
up for
strings
all
by
of
Stephen
this
Miller and
stuff.
Russ Vogt.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know that I will not be able to. Mr. President, please excuse me. Most of the people call me Mr. President, except for people that don't respect me. They call me that,
What do you call him?
which are probably a lot of them.
Douche. El
But they
douche.
said, no.
No.
Putin calls me Mr. President.
No.
She calls me Mr. President.
Oh yeah.
Emmanuel goes, no. We will not do that. Yes, you will, Emmanuel, 100%. Because I was told they wouldn't do it.
What would you do?
And this is, you can take Emmanuel and add a Hans, you can add a Ludwig, you can add every name in the book. It's all the same. The answer is no. We're not going to double our drug prices. Not for you or anybody else. I said, yes, you are, 100%. We are not going to do it. No, you don't understand. 100%. You're going to do it and you're going to like it. They go, I don't understand. I've told you 5 times. Why do you keep saying you're going to do it? Because I'm always right about, Trump is right about everything.
Did you know that?
Trump is right about everything.
Trump is right about it.
And so are his cult followers. You ever notice that? They're all right about everything too.
Absolutely.
They have an excuse for everything.
Just in case. Trump was right about everything.
They will still gaslight. If he says, Trump says the sky is green, they will agree with him and say that I'm not seeing it from the right angle.
Right.
Single thing that we want.
That's blue. I'm like, dude, it's blue. Just like this freaking shooting that we'll be discussing about.
Oh my
including
God.
your wines, your champagnes, and everything else. No, you cannot do that. I said, I can do that, and I will do that. Even for national security, I'll do that, but this is for medical security, and 100%. Now, let me explain. The tariff I'm imposing on you is 42 times more expensive than what I'm asking for you in return. So you can either have a 25% tariff added on to you, like I did with China on fentanyl. I put a 20% penalty tax on China, and it's drying up because the tax is far more than they make with fentanyl. But with the other nations, I said, you're going to do it. And you know what he said? You can't do that to me. I said, yes, I can. Don't worry about it. It's not going to be that bad. You just have to explain it to your people, your 39 million people.
Oh, God.
That, by the way, don't vote by mail. They vote on paper ballots. They tried voting by mail, and there was fraud all over the country. We're the only country that votes.
He wants to get rid of
essentially.
elections altogether.
You know that, right?
Oh,
You
of
know,
course
Speaker,
he does.
that's another thing.
That's how he stayed
We're
out
the
of
only
jail.
country that's stupid enough to vote by mail. Even Jimmy Carter's commission said don't do it. But just to finish so that you won't say he wanders. Emmanuel said to me, Donald, you have a deal. I would love to increase my prescription drug prices by
Who's he talking to?
200%.
He doesn't know.
I would love to do
Probably this
such an
little
honor.
person that lives behind the
Whatever you
bed.
want, Donald, please.
I don't know.
Don't tell the population.
You know, when he's sundowning, he thinks there's someone living, you know, in his
Every
bedroom.
country
There's a
said the
tenant.
same thing. No, we will
Yeah,
not do
Emmanuel.
this. Some were strong, some were very nice, some were
And there's
rude.
Bubba, too. Bubba, they all live
But
behind
they
the
all
bed.
said one thing, no, we won't. And within, I'd say on average, 3.2 minutes, they were all saying, we would be honored to quadruple our drug prices.
Yeah, what a piece of crap that guy is. So there you go, Andy. What'd you think all about that? That was just like the highlights from like an hour and a half speech he did the other night.
That was like, it was hard to follow. I'm not even sure what he said the entire time, like what his point was or what he was getting at.
But you know how he is, Zach. Like we've watched, and that I want to just give people a taste of like our show, We the People, where you just saw like a kind of a Cliff Notes version of it. We're not like super high here on this time. I mean, maybe you are. I don't know. I got a little buzz, but
A little bit.
When we watch his real stuff, we have to get really high because it's a little we can get through it, and it's just endless rambling, isn't it? Nothing's coherent.
Yeah, no, nothing. One
And from like the first minute until that last 2 hours, it seems like it's just one complete run-on sentence, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it
It's
really
just one
is.
sentence. There's no periods.
Yeah,
or anything. It just goes and goes. But I'm just saying, like, man, this is like this guy is just rambling. He's got. So anyway, there you go. Let's go and talk about. Let's see if I can get into here. Okay, let me see some image files. We're going to go talk about now the shooting. Okay.
Okay.
So
you got the video for that? We're gonna play.
What's that?
I had trouble watching that.
Oh no, I'm not gonna. I don't want to watch the actual video. Okay.
Okay.
But I am gonna show you something funny. So we're gonna. Let's see here if I can see the better one here. Okay, I don't need to do that one. Let's see. Let's see if I can. Okay, ready, Andy?
Oh, this is Trump's response.
Yeah, I'll read this. Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
You comment. Okay.
Okay.
This Trump from the other night, or last night, actually, right? The shooting happened yesterday. It seems like so much has happened since yesterday. It's insane that I forget. Yeah. I have just viewed the clip of the event which took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is a horrible thing to watch. The woman screaming was obviously a professional agitator, and the woman driving the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting, who then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE officer, who seems to have shot her in self-defense. Based on the attached clip, it is hard to believe he is alive, but is now recovering in the hospital. The situation is being studied in its entirety, but the reason these incidents are happening is because the radical left is threatening, assaulting, and targeting our law enforcement officers and ICE agents on a daily basis. They are just trying to do the job of making America safe. We need to stand by and protect our law enforcement from this radical left movement of violence and hate. Now, you've seen the video, right, Andy? I'm sure.
I have seen the video.
And I'm sure everyone who is watching our video on YouTube right now has also seen the video. You pretty much think almost everybody in America at this point has seen the video.
Yeah, unless they're like
Just don't want to admit to it. You want to
living under a rock or something.
Okay. Okay. Ready to see the video? Hold on. Ready to see the video that Trump saw? Remember, he said the attached video. I ripped this off of Truth Social. Okay, like I actually remember I have an account on Truth Social, right? So I was able to rip the video that Trump saw that made him write this post. Okay,
he saw a totally different video.
I'm going to show you. Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm not even able to believe this.
So here we go. Ready? Okay, ready?
Ready.
Oops, sorry. Did not mean to do that. Try that again. Ready? File. Oh, ready? Let's watch that again. Ready? Okay, this is the video, Andy. Ready? This is what it was in his post with that post. Okay.
Okay.
That's it. Okay. That's it, because I'd heard that Trump doesn't want to see the real footage. Wow. He only sees the one that's from 200 yards away.
Yeah, I can believe that.
But did you anywhere see where they all this other stuff where they're being resistant and violent, radical left violence?
No, the only thing I could see creating Trump's sort of like opinion about it was you saw some individual, I don't know who it was. It could have been a cop, it could have been a bystander, and then you saw the car coming like down the street, like in front of them, but it that angle kind of looked semi towards him. So
yeah,
if that's all he saw, then I guess somebody probably explained like, oh, this is the cop here and that's the car coming towards him. And then yes, I can totally understand why he would believe something like ridiculous like that.
Yeah, it's just made up shit. And then you see that. So they're just telling him. And of course, with his like cognitive decline, he's probably like filling in the blanks with his
yeah, definitely.
Bad, rotten brain.
Or they're filling in the blanks for him, which
that's
is
what I'm saying. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, probably the first thing.
That I didn't even see the person or any of the cops or the ICE people or anything in there. You just saw the car. And by that point, the woman had been shot and her face on the damn wheel and probably pushed the foot down to the gas. Now it's speeding up.
Right, yeah.
She's not like jetting out. She only sped up when she got shot.
Yeah, well, that tends to happen. Your muscles like contract, and when you're dying,
you hit the ground and press it forward. And let's see what your buddy JD Vance has to say. Okay.
Oh, JD Vance.
Somebody sent me a photo of a CNN headline about what happened in Minneapolis, and this is the headline. I'm just going to read it. Outrage after ICE officer kills U.S. citizen in Minneapolis. Well, that's one way to put it, and that is the way that many people in the corporate media have put this attack over the last 24 hours. And I say attack very, very intentionally, because this was an attack on federal law enforcement. This was an attack on law and order. This was an attack on the American people. The way that the media, by and large, has reported this story has been an absolute disgrace, and it puts our law enforcement officers at risk every single day. What that headline leaves out is the fact that that very ICE officer nearly had his life ended, dragged by a car 6 months ago, 33 stitches in his leg. So you think maybe he's a little bit sensitive about somebody ramming him with an automobile? What that headline leaves out.
Maybe he shouldn't have been there to begin with if that was what you were worried about. Like, I got to stop that there. Let's play that again.
3 stitches in his leg. So you think maybe he's a little bit nearly had his life ended, dragged by a car 6 months ago, 33 stitches in his leg. So you think maybe he's a little bit sensitive about somebody ramming him with an automobile? What that headline leaves out is that woman was there to interfere with a legitimate law enforcement operation in the United States of America. What that headline leaves out is that woman is part of a broader left-wing network to attack, to dox, to assault, and to make it impossible for our ICE officers to do their job. If the media wants to tell the truth, they ought to tell the truth that a group of left-wing radicals have been working tirelessly, sometimes using domestic terror techniques to try to make it impossible for the President of the United States to do what the American people elected him to do, which is enforce our immigration laws. The President stands with ICE. I stand with ICE. We stand with all of our law enforcement officers. And part of that is recognizing that you people in the media, not everybody in this room, but many people in this room have been lying about this attack. She was trying to ram this guy with her car.
You see that?
He shot back. He defended himself. He's already been seriously wounded in law enforcement operations before, and everybody who's been repeating the lie that this is some innocent woman who was out for a drive in Minneapolis when a law enforcement officer shot at her, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Every single one of you. Questions?
God, he is a scumbag, dude.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
Yeah, and then the thing is, he's kind of like on the side. The guy's walking around. The woman's still talking to all the people on the left side. She's laying in her windowsill because the window's rolled down, right?
yeah.
And then the ICE officer who tries to open up the door, they start like flexing, like taunting her. So things get a little nervous, and then she kind of just backs up, rolls out, and then when she does that, that's when that officer, who's like kind of at an angle, but she's not going after him. She's just turning, if you see it, and then he's not even front. He's like on an angle at first, and then he shoots her right in the freaking face. Then as she's turning, he reaches in. You see it. You see his entire profile. He's on the side, not in the front. Puts the gun inside the window, shoots her in the face twice more. Why? Even if she had a gun and was attacking, why do you need to do that?
Wait, do you have that video?
Yes.
Can we play that?
Okay.
I know it's tough to watch, but because I saw one that was like from further away. I didn't see much of, and the car kind of blocked the officer.
Okay, ready? Let's watch it. Okay, so see, here they are, okay?
Oh, yeah, I didn't see this video.
Well, there's a million of them, Andy. I mean, you just go. Like, I don't know how you see it. This is like from different angles and everything.
No!
So they come here, right? And there's a guy walking to the right. That's the shooter, okay, who already had a serious accident a year, so he's traumatized right now. He's got PTSD, which is just amazing that he's here handling this right now. With a guy with PTSD, right? So here they come. She's kind of turned, telling the person to go around them. She goes to talk to the guy. He starts to grab her door. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the shooter is like, he's been walking around filming her car. Okay. So you see right here? Well, I can't see this angle, but there's a camera. Like, he was walking around filming. The shooter was, okay?
Okay.
But you can see it in other videos. There's enough. I mean, anybody can watch this stuff. It's not like the world's best kept secret, okay?
Yeah.
So here it goes. There she goes. So she pulls back the turn. So because she's gonna follow that car right there, or trying to go that way, right?
Yeah, she's backing up and turn away from the officer.
She's perpendicular. Yeah. So what's she supposed to do? She's supposed to go back, and then that's when the guy, see him. He's right there at the kind of a left angle right there. You see him?
Yeah.
And this is not even the best angle either. But let's see if I can find it. Hold on. Let me find another one. Okay.
Okay.
This is not even the best one. Oops. How to do this one?
Let's put this video under the microscope and walk through it. I can tell you, I've watched this over 24 times right now. The focal point is going to be the front left fender of that vehicle, and the agent that is then beyond it who decides to open fire. Now, the way agents are trained, first of all, and the police chief alluded to this.
Oh, these agents aren't trained.
Is that they're not permitted to fire into a moving vehicle solely for the purpose of disabling the vehicle. When you look at that video, you can actually see that vehicle making contact, the front left of that vehicle, with the ICE agent who was there. But again, it'll come down to a matter of question. Could that agent have moved out of the way? They're not required to retreat. There's no duty to retreat when facing someone who may be potentially violent. Now, there's another thing to point out too, and that's the angle that we see from the bystander, is that it appears just before the shots are fired, the front wheels on that vehicle turn to the right. That's an indication, obviously, to us from that vantage point.
Okay, so it's the officer in the front, not the guy at the door that shoots him.
Yeah, help me speak. Find another one. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let me find out.
No problem.
I want to find the really good one. Because I was watching a good one today where you see it like, oh, here it is. Okay, I found it. Got it here. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
See this sort of play out. So just a warning to those who may not want to see this.
Can you see that, Andy?
Yeah.
There's the guys walking around or filming.
Law enforcement pulling up in
One
the
of
pickup.
the shooter, he's already turning around. So Wolf doesn't even see that because she's
purplish reddish color here. So let's
See
take a
that?
look.
But she
Agent
can't see the
walking up.
people on the right side.
And
Oh,
then-
yeah, there it is.
Did you see
my
that?
God.
Huh?
Focused on here. It's about a
So you see
Yeah, he
that?
fires from like straight on in front of her and then
Purple.
fires in the window.
purplish
Yeah.
reddish
I wish I could go.
color here. So let's
See
take a
that?
look.
See that? So there's the guy, and then that guy. Remember, there was two guys back here on the right side. Okay,
Right, yeah.
and but she remember she doesn't. You got to remember she doesn't even know those guys are over there. Understand? She's
Yeah.
paying attention to the guy. These two people on the left right here, and I think there was a third one over here too. Right?
Yeah.
That walked over. So let's see that. See. So see
those
that?
who may not want to see this.
You see, there's two guys right there, right here to the right.
Yeah. And then there's the shooter behind the car, right?
No, the shooter's walking right here. It's one of these guys. It's
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
these
yeah.
right
That's what
here.
I mean.
These are one of these people's the shooter. I forget which one it is. I think it's the person in front.
The guy with the phone, yeah.
Yeah, there's two. They're both filming, Andy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this woman is looking at this ICE car that's just pulled up, right?
Right.
Not even noticing that these two people are here. You got to remember that.
You can see the vehicle
And then it goes, oh, that,
there.
here it is. This truck
That's
right here
law
is what I'm talking
enforcement
about.
pulling up
ICE
in the
truck.
pickup.
And it is the Honda Pilot that we should be focused on here. It's about a
And she's like,
purplish
"What's going
reddish color
on?"
here.
Okay,
So let's
See
take a
that?
look.
Oh,
Agent
and then she's
walking
like,
up.
what the hell? And this guy just
And then
comes
there's
out.
another agent.
I
I don't
know.
know if you can see that one.
Bro,
right
he could have
there.
done.
Three agents involved. One was kind of closer to the.
And then do we see that again?
So let's
See
take a
that?
look.
Agent
Dude.
walking up.
Okay, I wish I could just do that enough. Okay, so there he is, right there. He's firing the first time, right? Look how close he is. It's like he wanted to do it, right?
Yeah, dude. These
It's
people,
not like he's blocked. He could have just stepped back, right?
yeah, totally.
Look at all this space. You see all this space right here? She's not
Yeah.
she's not after to hit him.
And
then there's the fire. See the first fire?
Yeah.
there's a
And then this person loses control, the ice and the ground.
another
And
agent.
so, look, and then see that? He goes back,
Color here.
So
So let's
See
take
that?
a
and
look.
reaches
Agent
in and
walking up.
I don't have the best controller here, so excuse me. Let's see if I can. Oh, see, it jumps too much.
Walking up.
Yeah.
Okay, see that? So he fires right in her face, right there. Okay, he shoots her 3 times in the face, Andy, in the face.
Dude.
Then there's
And
It's
then
an execution.
that's the first one. Then you okay, ready for the second two or the next two?
another agent. I don't know if you
See
can
right there, he just shot her right in the freaking face. Reached in that gun and reached in to inside the car and shot her directly in the face.
Holy shit.
No distance whatsoever. And then
see
she's
that
already
that
like
one right
pretty much
there.
Three
dead at the point.
three agents involved. One was
And then look at him. Does he look like he's
kind of closer to the front of the vehicle. The other
stressed out?
kind of pulled
Yeah.
on that driver's
He looked like
side door handle.
Yeah.
there.
Well,
So again, there's no audio here. We
he
don't
looked like he got
know
run over.
what's being said. We don't
No,
know
not even
really
close.
anything else about
No, it's ridiculous, man. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Just crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's get a little laugh here too. Well, hold on here. Let me show you this, and then then I saw this meme today, and I just had to laugh. So I want to like kind of clear the palette here from this. Oh, there's two. I'm going to show you two memes, okay?
Okay.
So you can understand why I'm like, so here, see what it says? I know what I saw January the 6th, 2021.
Yeah.
I know what I saw January the 7th, 2026.
Yep.
And there's so many people who everything's flipped. Like they think this was a festival of love. They think this is like Coachella and January 6th, 21 was. Huh? And remember Ashley Babbitt who died? Remember that because they gave her $5 million reward because they said the cops shouldn't have like killed her.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. And then look, they're doing the contradicting everything they said here, right here. Now they're protecting this officer or whoever the hell he is in January the 7th.
Yeah, we're in a really bad spot.
Which one were the domestic terrorists, Andy? Top or bottom? From what you saw and witnessed.
Well, I'd say both, but the cops on the bottom and all the people on the top.
No, but was the woman who was shot and killed last night a terrorist yesterday?
Oh God, no.
No. But were these? How about these people? How about Ashley Babbitt and these crowd? Were they domestic terrorists?
Yeah, yeah, obviously.
You know who the domestic terrorists really are? Is ICE. It's all
projection. ICE is an authorized military force under like terrorist control,
and they're told to terrorize.
Yeah, they're when Italy fell to fascism, they were the black shirts.
Yep, or the brown shirts.
And the brown shirts in Germany.
Yep. Is that what they were? They were different. They were black in Italy and brown in Germany.
Italy had I just did a video about Mussolini taking over.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So I looked up a bunch of facts about that. It was really interesting. But yeah, the fascists were the black shirts, and they went out and literally like caused havoc on the community.
That's just what they're repeating,
other
right?
Protesters.
It felt like they're just taking that blueprint and repeating it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Repeating it, right?
Yeah, and what's amazing is like MAGA is so delusional that they were calling Obama Hitler for trying to give people health care.
Oh my
God! This is not anything like Hitler. No, this is not anything like him.
Oh my God! So let me see. Then this will give you a nice laugh, okay? A nice giggle, as John Kinnerman would say. So you saw this, and then that's this meme that says, "This is what happens when you give guns and bonuses to trigger-happy high school dropouts, Confederacy-loving incels who have been jerking off in their mom's basement to torture porn, vilifying Democrats for the past 4 years." And this other person says, "So the terrified mom animals in her glove box trying to slowly turn and drive her car away from masked gunmen was very disorderly and an imminent threat to the life of an officer, but the crazed mob beating the Capitol Police with fire extinguishers and flagpoles were peaceful patriots." Got it.
Sometimes I literally can't find the words to like describe what we're going through. Like it's so wild that like it's hard to really put into words sometimes.
That people actually believe this stuff. Like this fantasy world, they actually think they're in it, which is I don't understand. Like I feel like it's Invasion of the Body Snatchers or something. Or like they're part of like this evil pluribus world. Did you see Pluribus yet?
I haven't seen it yet. No,
Andy, you got to watch it, man.
I know I've been busy.
Andy, you have not been busy. Come on.
Oh my God! I've been
1 hour
working.
1 hour per night. Okay.
Oh God. Okay.
So I mean, now there's a shooting tonight, and I don't think this is going to end. And then if they said that DHS and FBI are taking over, and they will not let city or state officials help them with the investigation. So they're just going to sabotage it all
into this shooting.
Yes.
Oh my God!
You haven't heard about that yet? Yeah,
I haven't heard that part. No.
So what they're doing, they're just going to throw it up, and they're not going to. They're going to protect this guy and let him get off of this, and nothing happens. No consequences.
See, I don't know much about like those kinds of procedures, investigations and stuff, but why can't the state or Minneapolis itself just do its own investigation? Like,
well, they're going to try to, of course, Andy.
yeah,
but,
I mean, like,
who has the evidence? Who has the shells and who has the guns and all that?
yeah, that's a good point.
You know, and the blood and the clothes and the car. Who possesses all that?
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's going to suck. So and if that guy gets away with it, then that just means ICE can just go up one day, Andy, you and I talking. They're like, oh, there's those two far left lunatics, Andy and Merlin, who get high all the time, going to a stupid concert. Let's shoot him right now on his way there.
Did you see the guy who burnt the American flag after this in the protest?
When was this?
That was like
a protest.
It must have been yesterday. I think I was looking at it last night.
Post shooting?
Yeah, there was like a gathering about it and a protest about it.
Okay.
And a random dude walks in with his face covered, and he's holding an upside down American flag, and he sets it on fire.
Okay.
Well, and then he walks away. He leaves the protest.
Okay.
So a couple people follow him and they record him, and they start questioning him about, like, why would you come burn the flag and then just leave? Like, we got this big protest going. Aren't you part of it?
Yeah.
And no, he's a right-wing agitator that went there to make it look like the regular people protesting were burning American flags and hate America and all this.
He was just helping with the lie and setting it up.
And they literally called him out. He refused to like say anything. I didn't catch like how the video ended, but
it's like these people, do they know they're lying? Like, and they're just so loyal to Trump in a cult that they will do anything to make the lie believable.
I think so.
That's what a cult is, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like in normal cults,
it's like it's just like my MAGA crazy friends on Facebook. Like, they just say they send me the most outlandish things. They send me the worst sources, the worst links to most like AI fake shit. But I'm like, are they just messing with me? Or do they really believe this? This is so fake. How can anyone believe this stuff? Like, even if you Google it and I run through ChatGPT, it says this is fake as hell.
Yeah, they don't.
Don't they run that even through Chat or an AI or Grok or whatever before they send it to me?
No.
Do they know that it's fake? Like,
they don't ever
know I run it through AI.
They don't ever check because it fits what they already believe. So it's correct. They don't dig into it at all.
Yeah, and then I send them my links and my videos and sources, and they don't look at it whatsoever either. After they tell me they don't believe it, I'm like, fake news, and I'm like, dude, like, the world revolves around news, man. Like, what do you want me to show you? Like, how much more news? Like, if I show you what I just sent you, you can Google it. Whatever you have to do, run through any AI. You can run it even through Truth Social AI.
Yeah.
AI, and it'll send you 1,000 links of that topic that I just sent you the source for.
Yeah.
It's like, how does that not validate what I was trying to defend?
Yeah, it's like people, Elon Musk had to fix Grok because Grok was telling the truth about certain things that he didn't like. So people were using that to show like how bullshit Donald Trump and the whole thing is.
It's just insane. And
yeah, people in a cult, they want to believe it so bad that evidence that like goes against what they want to believe,
right,
it's just like non-existent. Like, it doesn't make sense to them. It goes right by them.
Okay, let's see if I can show. So one of my buddies, Scott, on Facebook posted this, and he's telling me he's already, like, day one. That was yesterday, Andy. You're in my thread on Facebook, and he's already telling me the shooting was like pretty much not fake, and the woman was at fault, just like Trump and Kristi Noem all said that, and JD Vance. So he sent me, this is the link. This is what I get from these people. I don't get good news or good coherent sources. I get this bullshit. Get ready. You ready?
I'm ready.
Officer just killed a civilian. But was she innocent? Many are saying yes, based on this clip. Looks like cold-blooded murder, right? Now, before you react, ask yourself, is there something I'm not seeing? Because there's another angle. One mainstream media isn't showing you. Here it is one more time.
It's the same angle.
Look. Her car makes contact with the officer. You can see him jolt backwards. And here's a picture showing a bullet through the front windshield, consistent with the vehicle accelerating forward into the agent's path. Now, let's walk through the facts. Is this woman's death a tragedy? Of course. She's a human being. Are you allowed to interfere with law enforcement and then accelerate away when they confront you? No. Did her car make contact with an officer as she accelerated away?
Not really.
The video appears to show, yeah. Did she intend to hit him?
No.
We don't know. But let's be charitable and assume no. If your car contacts an officer while you're fleeing, can that officer use deadly force? Yeah. Can the officer know your intent in that split second? No. He's not watching a slowed down clip on social media. He's reacting in real time to a car that just hit him. If you flee law enforcement and your car makes contact with an officer, you are putting your life at risk. And sadly, she rolled the dice and died. Now, this might surprise you, but this operation wasn't triggered by mass deportations. It was triggered by fraud. Yes, it involved deportations, but it was also about billions of dollars allegedly stolen from programs to help children and families. It was legal enforcement for illegal fraud. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter what they were there for. If you don't like what law enforcement is doing, you have options. Protest, vote, sue, run for office, change the law. But when you decide to take the law into your own hands, when you block officers and then speed off in a 2-ton vehicle while they're standing right next to it, you're not creating change. You're creating chaos. And chaos has consequences.
Oh, God. So what do you think about that, Andy?
Well, interesting stuff I just stumbled upon.
What's that?
So I'm like, okay, see, one thing I always do whenever I hear any kind of story is I say, like, who the F is this guy?
Okay.
Like, who is he? Why is he an authority to tell me what's going on?
Right.
So I looked it up, and I don't know, he claims to be some kind of journalist. He's got a Substack. He looks like he went to Harvard and won an Emmy.
Okay.
As I'm scrolling through his Twitter account, 3 hours ago, he posted a new video.
Okay.
I was wrong. I made a mistake in my analysis of the ICE killing of Renee Good.
What? What?
I let my bias get the best of me, and I'm sorry. There's a 3-minute video I haven't watched yet.
Can you share that on here? Can you put that into? Can you do it on your skin?
I got it on.
Do you have a present or invite square?
I have a present.
Yeah, well, click on it, and then you'll have your tabs up there. It'll show you the tab that you're reading off of. Okay, it's pretty simple. You'll figure it out in a second. Let's see that. Okay. Are you kidding me? Let's get that Scott. Okay.
Make sure I share the right thing.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, it looks like whatever this other window where I shared it is grayed out at the bottom. Like you have to let it.
Oh, okay. Hold on here. Okay. Now, can you do it? Or I can do it, right?
Let me know if you see it.
Is that it?
Wait. I got a thing.
What?
Okay, yeah. It says sharing this tab on StreamYard.
Okay. Can you enlarge that then? Enlarge it. Okay, great. Okay.
Let's just see what he says.
Okay.
I made a mistake. And I want to apologize and make a correction.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I released a video on the incident where ICE killed Renee Good. I made the point that Renee's death is a tragedy and that she put herself in harm's way by making poor choices. But here's the most important thing I missed. I scrutinized her a lot, but didn't scrutinize the officer enough. Look at this clip. To my eye, the car is moving, but it looks like the officer also moves into the path of the car.
Yes, exactly.
Watch
That's
it
what I'm
yourself
trying
and
to
tell me what
explain
you
to
see.
Andy.
A retired ICE agent said,
Yeah.
I don't understand the tactical or law enforcement advantage of someone on foot in front of a moving, running, or occupied vehicle.
That's right.
You're almost inducing a shooting if that person decides to flee. Renee still might have made poor choices. If she was blocking ICE with her car, she shouldn't have. If she was trying to flee, she shouldn't have. On the other hand, the officer has an extremely hard job, but he probably shouldn't have been in front of the car.
No,
Him
and they're
being
trained
there
not to.
makes it hard to know whether Renee was irrational or homicidal. And he put himself in a position where he had to make a terrible choice in a split second. Maybe he shot a woman who just panicked, and her emotions don't absolve her of responsibility, but officers are going to meet people who panic. Those people need consequences, but the officer's choices influence whether the consequences are handcuffs or death. I jump to conclusions. I'm human. That means I'm biased, just like everyone else. I try really hard to check myself, and sometimes I fail. This is one of those times. I was too focused on how I'm right and not enough on how I might be wrong. I rushed. I let myself get caught up in the storm of virality and emotionality rather than taking my time, even if it means less views. Look, I have a right-leaning bias. I already know that. I also realized that I've been frustrated that often the powerful get all the blame while personal responsibility is ignored. And that's why I fixated on Renee's behavior, because I felt others were totally excusing it. But it's also true that with great power comes great responsibility. An officer has training, authority, and a gun. That means he has more responsibility. So it's human to feel frustrated, but it's irresponsible of me to let it cloud my commentary. This is still a developing story, but the lessons I've learned will change. Like the lesson to take my time and don't feel pressure to speak just because others are.
True.
And make the best argument for both sides before I choose one. And sometimes it's better to be later and right than early and wrong.
True.
This wasn't my best work.
Does all the time. And the DOJ.
So, I'm sorry.
You're forgiven. How about that? Okay. I bet Scott Page hasn't corrected himself and posted that on her thing, has he? On my Facebook page, has he? Scott, send me that link so I can rip it, okay, and post it on Facebook. Are you going to do it?
I can send it to you.
Do you want to post that though?
Sure, I can post it.
Thank you.
I have to admit that I couldn't hear the entire video.
Oh, I heard it very well.
Yeah, I didn't hear a single thing he said. It was weird.
Oh, weird. Okay.
But I didn't want to mess anything up, so I just let it play. So you can explain.
It's freaking amazing. Well, he just said he was all wrong, and after watching it and after jumping to conclusions, he was too early on his accusations, and that once he realized that that's why I was trying to go play by play with you first, Andy.
Yeah.
Because I was trying, and that's why I kept emphasizing, watch these two men walk around on the right side of the truck, right?
Right.
The car. Go to the right.
Right.
They shouldn't have been doing that. Like officers should always make aware that the person you're going, the victim or the person of interest or whatever, that they're aware of your surroundings and vice versa.
Yeah.
Like, and you're trained to never told to be in front of a car because of that situation. Because they know a lot of things like this happen because people panicking, and they're not trained like an officer who should be calm under panic.
Right, exactly.
But you can't rely on this woman to be, especially when she's looking, these two people and these guys with masks and stuff come right to her door and start trying to open up the door.
And she's looking this way.
She's
While
looking
he's
to her
over
left.
here, the guy in front.
But she never knew that the officer was in front of the car to begin with, even though she's just still turning. She's only going like a mile or two. Like, it's not even going that fast. It's not like she's like burning rubber to get out of there.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
turning,
exactly.
like, I keep turning.
Yeah.
It didn't get fast till he shot her because the shooting caused her to like probably head to fall on the steering wheel and the foot to press on the brake or the gas.
Yeah, it's exactly what that funny post said. This is what happens when people who like. There are some people that should not get any power. Like they just, and it's a. I remember they make fun of it in movies a lot. They always make like certain cops are the guy who like no one liked in school and now he's cool because he's got all this power. Yeah, and we know with ICE that they're giving out like thousands of dollar bonuses. Like they're
so desperate to keep people. Yeah, you don't need an education. You don't need to be trained. You don't need to be in shape. You don't need to do pull-ups or sit-ups anymore.
Yeah,
you just need to sign up. That's how desperate they are.
Yeah, it should also be said that ICE has no jurisdiction.
No, they don't.
To make traffic stops.
No.
Like they can't tell you to stop your car and get out of your car.
No.
Like they can't do that.
No, and they were trying to do that. They were totally harassing her.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't know what that's about. I mean, luckily there was another woman in the passenger seat, right?
Yeah, I think it was her partner.
Okay, so because she's and of course they're all like villainizing her for being a lesbian, of course.
Oh
right,
yeah, of course. That's
and
why
she was pronouns. And that's what Jesse Waters did, and some people just said he's a sick f. But I saw a terrible video where they finally opened up the door and rushed to get her. I saw them both sides, and I saw her face just leaning over the wheel and just blood just gushing out of her face.
I'm glad.
And then we saw like when they opened the door, there was stuffed toys everywhere, like in the glove compartment and stuff.
Oh,
I don't think there was any gun.
Yeah, no.
I'm sure her partner is going to have a lot of say about what happened in this. They might try to murder her so that she doesn't speak, or send her the El Salvador, right?
I guarantee you, they've already looked up both of their immigration statuses
and the kids and everything. She got 3 kids.
Yeah, kids I think are a second,
and one of her ex-husband's still alive. But one's dead. I think the youngest kid's father's dead, but her first husband with the first 2 kids are just still alive. And then her new partner now. But yeah, it's just tragic and everything. And I mean, I just don't know what's going to happen. And they can't have the right to do this. So I mean, if they get away with this, that means we can just go shoot anybody, and no one's going to know who we are, and it's cool because Trump will just take care of us. This could be the beginning of the end. This could get crazier.
It's going to get dangerous, I think.
It's going to get Nazi Germany dangerous.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And there's going to be protest. You think there will be more protest after this?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's going to be. The interesting thing will be how Trump responds to the protests.
I know, right?
Are we going to start getting into the thing where those, what are we calling them? The red hats? The red hats come out to
right. So let me show you. Now we're going to talk about the war last week. We're just thinking a week ago. I think the chaos is just going to get more insane. Now we're going to start wars that don't need wars and lying about starting wars and people. Now we're going to be killing people domestically. Like, who loves this chaos? There is no stability anywhere.
Yeah,
our foreign policy is in wreck. Our domestic policy is in wreck. Our economy is in wreck.
Yeah,
everything's in wreck.
It's bad, but hold on. I gotta go to the bathroom. I need a break.
Okay, cool. What's wrong? Okay, gotcha.
No, I just wanted to pause so you had plenty of cutoff space.
Okay, no, it's fine. Go ahead. So now I want to show you the next thing. Are you there?
Yeah, ready to go.
So right after that shooting yesterday, did you hear about ICE showing up in Minnesota high school?
No, I did not hear about that.
Well, let's see what happens. You want to see it? Then we'll talk about it.
Let's take a peek.
This is a high school. Doesn't pass out. So there you go, man. Like, is that like? And I saw other like cameras, of course, like other videos from other angles, and they were just like raiding the high school and just knocking kids down. It was
just grabbing kids wherever,
grabbing kids and throwing gas grenades at them and stuff.
Oh my
God! Kids freaking out. They're just coming out of class at the high school to go home. And let me tell you, if that shooting, the killing yesterday didn't happen, that high school thing would have been the headliner.
Oh yeah,
across the country.
It got buried a bit, yeah, but
yeah, it got buried.
That's insane.
No, so imagine.
I want to know who
that Bonvino guy who's the head of it. He showed up there like he is like the Darth Vader of this group or whatever. The Darth Maul, he's like such a
oh really
a white nationalist, and you see his face there, and he's just causing this mess. Like, what are you thinking when you run into a bunch of kids like that? You don't think they're going to panic and be irrational?
Yeah, no.
It's like they want that. They want.
Yeah, they do. They want an excuse to show their authority, without a doubt.
And they're already saying, even for the woman getting killed yesterday, they said that she was, the hostile. Well, now they've got to up everything now, the ante.
Oh yeah.
Because that one was so dangerous. They need to get out, just like the mayor of Minneapolis said, get the F out.
Yeah, for sure.
Trump posted this, I think, today or yesterday. He goes, that's today, right? It's today's 7th or 8th. That was yesterday, the 7th. After the shooting, instead of like talking, his condolences, he does this crap. After long and difficult negotiations with senators, congressmen, secretaries, and other political representatives, I have determined that for the good of our country, especially in these very troubled and dangerous times, our military budget for the year 27 should not be $1 trillion, but rather $1.5 trillion. This will allow us to build the dream military that we have long been entitled to, and more importantly, that will keep us safe and secure, regardless of foe. If it weren't for the tremendous numbers being produced by tariffs from other countries, many of which in the past have ripped off the United States at levels never seen before, I would say at the $1 trillion number, but because of tariffs and the tremendous income that they bring, amounts being generated, that would have been unthinkable in the past, especially just 1 year ago during the Sleepy Joe Biden administration, the worst president in the history of our country. We are able to easily hit the $1.5 trillion number while at the same time producing an unparalleled military force and having the ability to, and at the same time, pay down debt and likewise pay a substantial dividend to the moderate income patriots within our country, President Donald J. Trump. And guess who has all the investments? Guess who that money is going to be going to? Trump and his family and his cronies.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing going to the public out for this at all.
No, yeah.
Go for their drone business and then all the surveillance businesses.
Peter Thiel will get in on that.
Peter Thiel will, Planeteer, and all those other freaking Elon Musk probably will put some more of those stupid Cybertrucks in there.
Yeah. The good news is
man.
I'm weirdly hopeful.
What?
I think America is really on the precipice of huge change.
Okay.
And it's gonna get way worse. But we're going to come out way better. Like 10 years from now, we're going to be good.
Okay. And in what regard? What's going to get better?
Well, Trump's only there because of the system of corruption, campaign finance that has been.
Because the crooks know how to find the loopholes, right?
Year after year, it's been getting worse and worse and worse. Right. And he's so blatant. He's so blatant that he's just scamming the government to, enrich himself and his friends, that there's going to be a reckoning.
Yeah. And
There's
he
gonna
knows,
be a
like,
reason.
he knows that he's dying and that he's probably got dementia. And he's like, I'm just going to do whatever I want. Let's see how far I can go with this, right? At this
Yeah,
point.
pretty much, yeah.
That's it, dude. Like, why not, right?
Yeah, he's not worried.
Look, so did you see the shirt my girlfriend got me, Maria?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's for my Christmas present.
Oh, I like it.
The Portland Frog. That's what we're gonna do next time, Andy. At a protest. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. Like, yeah, it's gonna end up being like we're gonna go probably do a 180 and probably have a lot of socialist Democrats and progressive Democrats.
Yeah, I'm worried about like the next time we actually have an election.
Okay.
I think the Democrats are going to win in a landslide.
Yeah.
Because I think MAGA is going to totally fall apart. There's a lot of them that are like in the cult, but there's a lot of them who are escaping now. They're leaving.
Everybody's leaving out of Congress and stuff.
Yeah, and there's going to be even more that leave. But the thing that worries me is like if Republicans are like 100% corrupt,
okay,
Democrats are in the 75% range.
Gotcha. Okay.
And the worst thing, like he's already positioning, the worst thing that could happen is we get a Gavin Newsom, you know, another corporate like blowhard that's gonna keep. Gavin would keep the corrupt system.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we need somebody like
Bernie.
I love Bernie Sanders, but we need somebody like Bernie Sanders that says we see it. Enough is enough. We're ending this. We're changing campaign finance. Billionaires will no longer buy elections. You know, we're creating laws where Trump broke the law, but there was no real law.
No.
I'm really interested in what's going to happen with like the pardon power of the president, because like we know Trump's at the end of it, unless he dies suddenly, like in the middle of the night tonight.
It could happen.
He would pardon everybody involved.
Yeah.
And that's obviously not okay. Like, we can't live in a nation where the president can commit tons of crimes and then just pardon all of his friends.
Right.
So that's got to change. But it's
if he's still alive if a Democrat takes over the presidency and he's still alive, he'll pardon everybody in his cabinet and everybody.
I would,
There'll be like 5,000 pardons.
Right. Yeah, he's gonna. He'll have to do the auto.
The whole entire history of the U.S.
He'll auto.
He already has.
Yeah.
I got one more.
Some kind of change. There's got to be a loophole where we can still get all of these criminals, even if Donald Trump gives them a pardon. There's got to be something.
Well, the good thing is today, a lot of there's several Republican senators who voted with the Democrats today and rebuked Donald's power he has to start wars like in Venezuela.
Yeah.
So he posted that happened today, Andy. So that's good news. Even Josh is on board. Huh?
What does that mean? Like he no longer has the power to do that?
I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, this just happened today. We'll talk about the next thing, but they don't want him to have this much authority. Okay.
Yeah. And that's a good point, because like it all depends what a rebuke is. Like if it's just Congress slapping him on the wrist saying we're against you for doing this.
What's enough to make Trump mad? It's enough to make him mad where he has to do a Truth Social post. Okay. So this is what he says. This is today. Republicans should be ashamed of the senators that just voted with the Democrats in attempting to take away our powers to fight and defend the United States of America. Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski, Rand Paul, Josh Hawley, and Todd Young. Shame, should never be elected to office ever again. This vote greatly hampers American self-defense and national security, impeding the president's authority as commander-in-chief in any event. And despite their stupidity, the War Powers Act is unconstitutional, totally violating Article 2 of the Constitution, as all presidents and their departments of justice have determined before me. Nevertheless, a more important Senate vote will be taking place next week on this very subject. So
the good news is they're not really safe. Like they're safe from MAGA, like Susan Collins and Murkowski, because they're pretty liberal Republicans, and they've been in for a long time because of that. Like Maine and Alaska, they like the fact that they're liberal Republicans. So
Right.
they're safe from MAGA there, but hopefully they're not safe from Democrats because I think they're useless.
Well, let's see what the North Carolina Senator Tom Tillis what he said today in the Senate hearing. Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Thank you, Mr. President. And I appreciate the opportunity to come to the floor and talk about a couple of things. Earlier today, we had a classified briefing on the situation in Venezuela. And I have to say that I'm very impressed and thankful for the expertise, the resources, and the work that was done by men and women on the ground. It was truly an extraordinary operation that couldn't have been done by any other nation than the United States. I hope those who were injured, I understand they are recovering, that some have been released from the hospital. I hope that they heal up safely, and they know that we're eternally grateful for bringing a transnational criminal to justice, hopefully so, as he goes through our court system. But, Mr. President, I'm also here to talk about what I think is amateurish behavior with respect to the treatment of our NATO allies. And it has to start with an interview that I saw with one of the president's senior policy advisors, Stephen Miller, on CNN a couple of nights ago.
You saw that?
Mr. Miller said that the U.S. government, obviously, Greenland should be part of the U.S. That is absurd. We have to go back and take a look at the relationship to Greenland. And why am I coming to the floor, a senator from North Carolina? Because since 2018, I have been the Republican leader for the Senate NATO Observer Group. I've gone to every NATO conference. I've gone to the Security Conference. I've met with almost all of the leaders of the countries who are part of the 32-nation coalition known as NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Alliance Organization. Now let's talk about why I think it was an amateurish comment and something that a deputy chief of staff and senior policy advisor should not have taken the position on. Number one, he doesn't speak for the U.S. government. He speaks for the President of the United States, and on that basis he can. But when he says that the U.S. government thinks that Greenland should be a part of NATO, he should talk to people like me who have an election certificate and a vote in the U.S. Senate.
Right.
Because I know what he either doesn't know or he should know, and if he did know, I can't imagine why he'd make the comments that he did the other night in a television interview. Let me give you some facts about Denmark, for example. Denmark, who has responsibility for Greenland, although Greenland is an autonomous territory under NATO, it's a part of the Kingdom of Denmark. But let's talk about Denmark for a minute.
Like a colony, right?
Denmark was one of NATO's most disproportionately high contributors in Afghanistan relative to its population size and force structure. What do I mean there? There has been one time in the 75-year history of NATO that the NATO allies responded to the Article 5 commitment, which means when one of our NATO allies are attacked, we go there to defend them. It's been exercised one time in the history of the alliance to come to the aid of the United States in the war on terror in Afghanistan. Since their first mission began, more than 18,000 Danish soldiers have deployed to Afghanistan with American and British forces. Throughout their deployments in Afghanistan, 43 of their soldiers lost their life fighting aside American soldiers defending our freedom and holding the Taliban and al-Qaeda responsible for the events of September the 11th. 43 soldiers losing their lives. There are only about 5 or 6 NATO countries who lost more. And what's remarkable about this is a country of about 6 million people. On a per capita basis, Denmark suffered over 6 times the fatality rate of Germany and more than 3 times the fatality rate of France, matching or exceeding losses much larger allies with far greater resources. So despite its small military, Denmark has deployed forces to some of the most dangerous kinetic combat zones, particularly Helmand Province, fighting alongside UK units at the height of the insurgency. Danish forces accepted frontline combat roles. Some lost their lives as a result of it. Not low-risk, symbolic missions. For a small democracy, sustaining this level of risk over more than a decade reflects a serious commitment to NATO and a serious commitment to the safety and security of the United States. Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that I can have that specific language and the list of NATO countries who came to our aid and a photograph of our U.S. Marines thanking the Danes for their work that they did in Afghanistan submitted to the record. Mr. President, some people around here call me cranky. I've got a couple of buddies that call me cranky. You know what makes me cranky? Stupid. What makes me cranky is when people don't do their homework. What makes me cranky is when we tarnish the extraordinary execution of a mission I fully support in Venezuela by turning around and making insane comments about how it is our right to have territory owned by the Kingdom of Denmark. Folks, amateur hour is over. You don't speak on behalf of this U.S. Senator or the Congress. You can say it may be the position of the President of the United States that Greenland should be a part of the United States, but it's not the position of this government because we are a co-equal branch. And if that were to come to pass, there would be a vote on the floor to make it real. Not the surreal sort of environment that some deputy chief of staff thinks was cute to say on TV. So you want to get me back to thanking the president for all the good things he's doing? Then give him good advice. One of two things happened with Greenland. Either one, the president came up with the idea that maybe we should have Greenland as a part of our assets. And somebody said that's a great idea, versus saying, Mr. President, take a look at our alliance. Take a look at the most important alliance in the history of the United States, the NATO alliance. This could actually destabilize that, Mr. President. Mr. President, you should know at one point we had 17 military installations in Greenland, and they'd be happy to have us back.
Yep.
They're not refusing to have us have access to project power into the Arctic.
Like they wanted to go in and go hard and
over a NATO country. That's the sort of advice that they should have been given. So if the president thought it was a good idea, then he needs the expertise to say, Mr. President, that's why this is not a good idea. And I would defy you to find any credible general with a star on his shoulder who would say that it is, because they understand that the NATO alliances is what has kept this nation largely, or this world, largely safe for over 75 years. The flip side could be that Mr. Miller or somebody else said, hey, this would be cool. Let's take over Greenland. It'll be like a big aircraft carrier.
Of course it was him.
Well, that's
That's what they're all doing. Yeah, let's do it.
I want good advice for this president because I want this president to have a good legacy. And this nonsense on what's going on with Greenland is a distraction from the good work he's doing, and the amateurs who said it was a good idea should lose their jobs.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Agreed.
Rob, agree with him?
At least there's some people like
him
explaining like to the Congress what they're actually what is going to happen.
Right.
Like I heard wild things on it was probably Midas Touch or one of their like little side things, but like, and they were explaining just how weak Trump has made America. We're all alone now,
and a laughingstock. Yeah, there's
NATO's not coming.
I'm worried what's going to happen if they keep this up. Are people going to show up for the World Cup this summer? There are people coming from all over the world.
Well, Trump got a.
They can start throwing people down at the stadiums and stuff in America when they play matches here in the U.S. in Los Angeles.
Dude, it could be crazy. We could be worse than Germany.
Is Venezuela in the World Cup? I don't even know. Like some of these countries that are banned here or something. Like I got to find out.
I don't know if
on the next show. Okay.
I know Colombia is good enough.
And then how about the Olympics that's going to be here in Los Angeles in a couple more years?
Yeah.
There'll be people from all over the world here, and every country is allowed to participate in the Olympics.
Yeah.
It's an event of peace.
What's Trump going to do?
Oh, he's either going to have it's what Stephen Miller going to do is the answer. Pete Hegg said. Are they going to like throw people down and gas them and stuff when they're trying to enter for the synchronized swimming?
That would be really crazy.
Or people don't? Will people even want to come?
I don't know. I forget what year it was.
But in the
Germany hosted the Olympics.
36, and Jesse Owens won, and that just really pissed off Hitler.
Yeah, that was great.
That hurt that set him off even more. So that made him really. I think that kind of set him to go to war.
Yeah,
because a black man won all the events in track and field.
What if Venezuela wins all of their events?
I don't think that's going to happen, but there's other countries too, man. Besides, how about Greenland or Denmark and people like that? You think if Trump comes into one of these stadiums, they're going to cheer him on? I hope that happens, like he does for these other things when he goes to the football games and all these events. He wants to go to the Super Bowl. I hope Bad Bunny gives him a big freaking bird and tells him to F off in Spanish.
Yes.
That'll be the best.
I forget what I was watching the other day, but it was Trump at a game. I think it was the Detroit Lions and the Redskins or something like that.
No, Commanders, yes. That was
Commanders, yeah, my bad.
It was that in Washington, and they all booed. He got booed.
You have to be a really bad person to make those two fan bases come together and agree.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they hate him. And when he's gone the other games, too, he's gotten booed.
Good, yeah.
So let's, on our final thing, I'm going to have a little fun, okay? Ready for this? On a lighter note, this will be a little fun thing I did, okay? Ready? The meme here. Now we're seeing it. This was posted today. Trump approval tanks. When Donald Trump first took office, his approval rating was at or above 50%. And there was a brief moment, a cursed moment, where more Americans liked him than didn't. You remember that time, Andy?
Yeah.
Fast forward to now, Andy, like right now, the reality is devastating. Poll after poll is showing Trump as absolutely underwater. Not a little damp, Andy. Not dog paddling, but fully submerged, drowning, Andy. Bubbles rising. Trump has lost his base. He's just lost literally everybody else, which tells us everything we need to know, Andy. His base isn't a coalition. It's a freaking fan club.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. This is before and after of some. You notice, like Vanity Fair, most of his cabinet have had so much gender-affirming care done to them. Trump himself, J.D. Vance. Here's Kristi Noem as governor of South Dakota, and here she is today.
That is two different people.
That was today from Interview Today on news, on TV.
That is insane.
Huh? Would you recognize her?
No, she it looks like I'm looking at two different people.
This is like 10 years ago, I guess, on the left.
Holy.
So that's her. Let's see if I can get how about let's see guess who this is? That's the fastest mouth in the West or the East or whatever. That's Caroline Leavitt, okay? This is like one on the left's around 2019, 2020, and this is today, this week. Or Vanity Fair shoot. This is when she had all the injections in her lips. You saw the syringe shots while she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And then I got the last one here. Hold on here. I got one last one of J.D. Vance. Give me 1 second here, okay? So J.D. Vance before and after.
Okay.
There's J.D. Vance. It's right there.
I knew something good was coming up.
There he is before on the left, and there he is after. The little plebe he is, the little amphibian piece of shit he is.
Oh my God, he's
there he is. So there is before and afters. I just want to show you all the gender affirming care these people have done to themselves. Yet they want to ban it from other people from having access to gender affirming care. Only they're allowed, just like everything else. They're allowed to commit crimes. They're allowed to be unethical. But you and I, nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's all about, right, Andy? That's my
right.
So that's it for tonight's show. Andy, you have a good time?
Yeah, I'm beat though.
All right. So anyway, make sure this is Andy and Merlin. Make sure you hit the bell button, hit that like button, like 2 thumbs up. Leave some comments so we can get in your algorithms. Tell us what you like about the show, even don't like. Troll us. We don't care. If you're trolling us, we at least know you're watching this video. And because we could talk like this to the same people who believe the same ideology we have here, which is the most logical. But the thing is, we're trying to reach out to the MAGA crowd who are stuck in this fan club cult world.
Yeah, I really want someone to explain to me like their thinking there.
Yeah, I want to too. But at least if you leave positive or negative, even negative comments, we know at least you're watching, and that's a positive sign for us, right, Andy?
Yeah.
At least you're paying attention to us, right?
Exactly.
I think we have more trolls than positive viewers, though. So anyway, make sure you subscribe, guys. We need more subscribers. Hit the bell button so you know next time. Maybe we'll have another weed report soon, or another We Are All Going to Die. I think Andy and I might do some revamping to the channel and start putting on other platforms like TikTok and Instagram and so on. And maybe I'll put Andy on X. Right, Andy?
I don't even know what X is. Is that Twitter?
Oh, you know it is, yes. And it's all the big profiles are all run, like Trump profiles are all from other countries, like in Africa and Russia.
Right. Yeah, I do know.
I know my buddy Scott is posting. That's his sources. And Maurice, when they post on my Facebook, they send me X profiles of people commenting about what I have to say and trying to rebuke what I say.
Really?
And I look and it's like, oh, this Trump person is living in Russia.
Moldova.
Yeah, Moldova or Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, or Somalia. Like, it's just insane. Anyway, thank y'all, guys. We'll see you on the next show.
Andy
Bye.
and Merlin, your cursed best friends. Flames rise high. Don't even try. 'Cause we're all gonna die!